Alright, welcome back everybody. Now, the bacon is still working in the oven. We actually said the wrong thing there. It's a 15 to 20 minutes at 400, not 10 to 15. So then we flipped them a little bit. They're crisping up nicely. Now, what we're doing here is we're going to do a chopped BLT. Everybody knows the traditional BLT. This is Vicky's specialty. So some people don't like the bread. They want to do more of a salad. So instead of bread, you could use a crouton. So that's what Samantha's working on, is taking these seasoned croutons made from real Texas toast bread and beating them to a pulp. Key step right there. Okay, so the next step that we want to be taking care of here is the actual lettuce. Now, we have taken a bit of romaine here. Oh boy. Oh, that's wet. No. Jeez. And we're going to take our handy dandy lettuce knife and we're going to chop the bottom right off of that. You see that nice cut right there? Just dandy. And we're going to throw this away. Samantha, how those croutons come? And then we're going to take this and we're going to chop it into a couple of smaller pieces. And we're going to put it into a strainer. Now, if I was a strainer, you know what? Well, let's see what we can find here. That'll work. Okay. You want to rinse this lettuce out real good in this fancy strainer I just made. Yeah, touch it a little bit. Whack it. There you go. Now, because of the culinary skills you're witnessing right now, not all of you are going to have this fancy tool. But this in the cooking world is what's known as a lettuce dryer offer thing. And what the lettuce dryer offer thing does is you put your lettuce in just like this, close it up, and then you give it a good spin. You get all that moisture out of there. See that? How fast do you think we could go? Now let's open it up and take a look. Oh, see how dry that is? Amazing. And we're going to want to take this and put it somewhere. If there was a random voice from this room that would have a good idea as where to put this, this would be a good time.
Into a large ceramic bowl. Are you chopping it?
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. What we're going to want to do after we spin it in our fancy dancy thing here is we're going to want to take the bowls and we're going to want to start chopping this. Now, you're going to chop it into small little pieces. Yeah. And this is going to be really boring to watch. So why don't we take a quick break, and when we get back we'll be ready to look at that bacon. Alright, we're still working on the lettuce here. This is really time consuming and horrible work. Sam, how's those croutons coming? Oh! Look at that timing, the bacon's done. Let's go ahead and take a look here. See how this looks. Oh, that looks really bubbly and crispy.
Good.
Great, so that's what you're looking for there. We're going to want to carefully pull this out because you've got a lot of grease bubbling. And we're just going to go ahead and set this on the stove and leave it there for a second. Everybody got a good look at that? Great. Okay, we're going to keep cutting lettuce, and we'll join back when we're closer to finishing this horrible lettuce project. All right. Now, while you were gone, we went ahead and got that lettuce all set. And Samantha has moved on to an alternative kids version of the BLT, which includes Banana Nut Cheerios. She's enjoying those. What we're going to do now is drain the grease off of the bacon. Now, as you learned last time, grease is great in moderation. Drop your spoon there, kiddo. But you hit the cameraman. And we're going to use these right here. Okay, so you lay down the paper towel. Look at that bacon. Bacon. We're going to be chopping this up, so it really doesn't need to be neat on the plate. If you're doing traditional BLT, turn off this video now and don't ever speak to me again, because after you see the chopped version of the BLT, you're not going back. This bacon looks good. You want a piece of bacon there, Shane? Thinking about it, aren't you? Okay. And there's that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a second layer of the paper towel without letting your assistant get anywhere near this. And we're going to just press down on top. Careful, because the bacon may still be a little warm. A little bit. And once that's complete, I'd say that the bacon is about ready to just cool, and then we're going to go ahead and chop it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, just wanted to confirm that. Okay. So, with that being said,
What are you going to use to chop your bacon?
we're going to go ahead and take a quick break for a moment. And we'll be chopping bacon and slicing tomatoes here in no time.
No.
Okay, and we're just finishing up dicing all those tomatoes. Literally, me, nobody else helping. I did every bit of that. I would never compromise the integrity of the Samantha and Kitchen Doug show stuff. Okay, so now that we've got the tomatoes diced, the lettuce chopped, and the bacon, the last thing we need to do is actually get that bacon from this into something smaller. So where we're going to start here, let me get your spoon. I'm really chewing on that a lot. Here, hang on. There we go. What we're going to do here is you may be asking yourself at home, boy, that looks like an awful lot of bacon to have to chop up with a knife. Isn't there an easier way? And it got me thinking, yeah, there is. And it would be this right here. This crazy contraption is what's known as the Tupperware Easy Chop. You may have remembered this from a previous video starring one of our other famous chefs here, Mandy, demonstrating the Tupperware Easy Chop. You can find that on our YouTube page at www.youtube.com, and you're going to /Amanda Berkley. That's Berkley. Okay, so we're going to want to take this bacon and we're going to break it up a little bit. Okay, so Samantha's helping bang the bacon into the Easy Chop. Boy, you're really tall. Okay. We're going to move Samantha over here a little farther just to help that out. Okay, what you do is you take some pieces and you put it into said chop. And of course the name Easy is in it because, well, as Mandy would always say,
It's easy.
hey, there you go. You got to speak up. You're a long ways away. Alright. So, now that we have that loaded in, we want to get the grease off our fingers. And what you'll do is you'll just snap this right into place because it's easy. And with 3 easy pulls, let's check after 2. Yeah, let's go one more. You think one more? I think one more. How you doing? Do you need a Cheerios? What the hell? There you go. Okay. One more sweet pull. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. And we're going to get a bowl to put that in. Why don't you take a good look at that, everybody. Now, you can order that through any of your favorite Tupperware selling people.
Or Anna Latavo.
Call Anna Latavo and set yourself up one of those fancy lady get-together parties where you all do the stuff, and then you probably get one of these for free. Okay, so let's put some more bacon in, and we're going to do this one more time. Yeah. Looks like 2 more times. Is that right? Where are you going? Well, your spoon's up here. You want your Cheerios? Now, Samantha enjoys a good Cheerio with her bacon. It's a bold combination, but it works. Okay. Samantha, where... Okay. My assistant has apparently dropped something onto the floor. She's back now. Did you find what you were looking for there? Okay. Let's we're going to do this one more time. And why don't we take a quick break while I finish this up, and then we will take a look at how this all comes together. Right here on In the Kitchen with Samantha and Doug. Well, that's a lot of Cheerios on. Go. Alright, and we're back. We got lettuce, bacon, and tomato. Now, if you're following along here, that would be the B, the L, and the T. We're going to take all these and we're going to put them together right now. Right? Okay, notice this bowl's empty, this bowl's getting more full. Follow along here. Sam, what are you doing? Bacon in. Okay. Then we're going to stir it. Just kind of moving stuff around a little bit here, get everybody acquainted. It's important that everybody gets along. This is an important relationship that you're building here. Now, once you've got it started a little bit, we're going to want to bring in our next ingredient, mayonnaise. We're going to use about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Now, some of you out there might want to measure. I'm an eyeball man. Let's do this.
Stop and stir.
That feels like a good spot to stop and stir. Samantha's working on the croutons again. That's good to see. Now, what the mayonnaise is going to do is it's going to bring it all together. That's really, really key. We're definitely going to need more mayonnaise than that. Definitely, I can tell already. Right like that. Beautiful. Okay, now, I've used most of that bottle already, so you might want to buy 2 bottles. Oh, what happened? Samantha gets awfully emotional when we do BLTs. It really gets to her. It takes her back to her summers spent on Diamond Lake with Uncle Fred and Aunt Vicky and Aunt Eloise. Okay, now, everybody getting a good look at how this looks here? How's this feel to you? Looks pretty good to me. Might be a little bit more.
Okay for now.
Feels pretty good right there. Now, if you want to add a little bit more, all you got to do is open this lid and put it in there. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to add some of this Lawry's garlic salt. Not to be confused with Lawry's seasoning salt. They're both by Lawry's. Make sure not to confuse that. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to give it a couple shakes. I don't know, 3, 4, 4. Like that. That counts as 1. And then that counts as 2. And then that right there is 3. And then 4. Okay, once you do that, you're going to want to stir again because you don't want that first bite to be too salty. It could really turn some things off. Excuse me for just a moment here. Samantha found the final part of this. It's always important to use your power drill when stirring your BLT. With that, we're going to answer a couple of email questions that we received, and we also have a very important tip that we received. A Miss Terry G sent in a tip for me. I don't know if you remember from last week, but we had a bit of an eggshell issue. And while most people who commented said, not so much on the finger, even though they were very clean, Terry said take half that eggshell and scoop that shell right out, and you've got yourself a eggshellless egg in a skillet thing. So, and that's really the goal. And I think we can all agree the shellless portion of the egg was the best. If you have any other questions, please email those in. Since we didn't have any this week, the email section is over. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to taste this. Let's taste this right here. Oh. Mmm. You want to try a bite? Mmm. How's that taste? I'd say we nailed it. Stay tuned. We're going to be showing you a finished product here in just a little bit. We'll be right back on In the Kitchen with Samantha and Doug. Okay, and to wrap this up, what you need finally is some toast. Now, some out there might add some additional mayonnaise. It's entirely up to you. But we're going to go ahead and take this fancy schmancy lid off and find a fork. You know what? Let's just use that wooden spoon. Where'd that go? Okay, and what you'll do is you'll just plate some out. Yes, you're going to help there, Sam. That spoon's been in a lot of places, so we're going to go ahead and not use that one. Plate that right on there like that, like so. Gives you a nice mixture of everything going on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we put together Cousin Vicky's bacon, lettuce, and tomato chopped style. We always recommend a bag of chips or some cookies to go with it. But with that, we appreciate everybody watching In the Kitchen with Samantha and Doug. And we will see you next time. Wave bye-bye. Can you wave bye-bye? There you go.